Today I decided just to go on a nice little day ride. It's the end of summer and we've had some really good weather here in Southern Oregon. Next week it's going to start raining, start in our rainy season. I'm fortunate that where I live there's just thousands of miles of road not that far from my house that I can go and explore. But today I've got a different destination. It's not that far away. So this is a nice windy road. I take it quite a bit. It's either, if you want to get over into Northern California, there's really only two ways from where I live. One is to take the interstate highway, which I do not like riding on interstate highways. And the other way is to take the old road, which is what I'm on now, the old Siskiyou Highway. So the road will take me up to the Siskiyou Pass. I should have some pretty decent views there, but I'm going to keep going and end up going on the Pilot Rock Road. Pilot Rock is a very visible monolith from both California and Oregon, and was used to help guide the immigrants on the Applegate Trail coming west to settle into Oregon in the 1850s. And Pilot Rock is in the Cascade-Siskiyou National Monument. A fairly recent national monument established in the year 2000. It's kind of my backyard playground, I'd say, for not just for riding a bike, but for hiking and exploring. So I'm going to take the Pilot Rock Road, and then I'm going to keep going past Pilot Rock to where the dirt and gravel road ends. I'll park my bike there, and I'm going to do a little bit of hiking, even though I'm wearing my motorcycle gear. I don't think the hike is too far, but my destination for today is to climb to the top of Porcupine Mountain. I've never been there. I've seen a photo of it. It's an open, exposed mountain, so I should get some views from there too. Fly my drone a little bit. There's not really a trail though that goes to the top of Porcupine Mountain. It goes past the Pacific Crest Trail, so there may or may not be any people. This is a Friday. We'll just see, but it's a fun afternoon exploratory adventure on my 390 adventure. Alright, I'm on the Pilot Rock Road now. It'll lead me back to a parking lot. This is a very popular area back here for hiking. It's also got access to the Pacific Crest Trail. And I'll take this road as far as it goes. It'll end up dead ending at the Soda Mountain Wilderness area. And there is Pilot Rock. I tried to climb that once a number of years ago. It's pretty dangerous. There are people that scramble up it, but you know, it's got loose rock, and if somebody's ahead of you, they could kick rock on you. So that's not in my future to climb that. But it's a beautiful sight. It's a landmark for many, many miles. And this road is great. It's got a little bit of stone, some gravel. It's kind of a typical road that we find out here. which is one of the reasons why I bought this KTM 390 Adventure. It's perfect for this type of road. I don't need a big adventure bike, and you know, I really don't need a dual sport. This bike really does really well on these roads, and I do really well on these roads too. A little bumpy, but it's got a good solid surface. And here's the parking lot for those that want to hike up to Pilot Rock. As I said, it's a very popular hike because it's not that far. And also the Pacific Crest Trail comes through here. So the parking lot is for people that want to hike that as well. But where I'm going to go is down this road. I've been down it before. It can be a little dicey. We'll see how it is, because I'm going to climb Porcupine Mountain, which is over here. It might be that peak, little peak you see there. Well, so far the road to Porcupine Mountain's not bad. There's just some, there's a couple spots where that was a little steep. I didn't film, but now I'm kind of deep into the forest. I don't really expect to find anybody down here. Well, I was hoping there wasn't going to be any water, but we have had some rain. There's a puddle in the road here, and I really don't have experience going through water, quite honestly. But I think I can get through it okay. It's not that deep, and if I stay on this end, I get back up into the gravel. Well, that wasn't bad. I just probably scared myself more than I needed to. All right, we're going back uphill, which makes sense because I'm heading towards Porcupine Mountain, and for a while there I was going downhill, and I thought, I'm not sure if this is going the right way. Oh, look, a couple of grouse. Can you see the grouse right up ahead of me? Big, beautiful blue grouse. Look at this. Look at them go. Well, I'm not sure if it's a blue grouse. I just know they're grouse. Wow. There's another one. And these little signs that I've been seeing are for the Soda Mountain Wilderness boundary. The road is not in the wilderness. It forms the edge of it, though. Obviously, wilderness areas are roadless areas. Getting some views now. We're going up. I think we're close to it because I think the mountain is behind me. I saw it off on my right. So, yep, this is the end here. You see all the mud. I'll have to find a good spot to turn around and park. I don't want to be in the mud. Yep, that's it. A wood on a string. The string is tied inside of my tank bag, and a little piece of wood, because when I'm on soft surfaces like this, although I do have an extended pad on the kickstand, For me, it helps to have another pad underneath in case I'm not on a level surface. So some guy at the training class came up with that, gave me a hint to use that. So that is what this little gizmo is. Helps to keep the bike from falling over. Alright, I made it to the parking spot, as I thought there wouldn't be anybody here. But I still don't want anybody to mess with my gear. They probably won't, though. So I did bring a couple locks. I'll lock up my jacket to the bike, and I'll lock up the helmet to the bike too. The rest of the gear I'm going to carry on my backpack. I do have a toolbox that I can't lock, so I'm just going to carry that off in the trail a little bit, put that off on the side somewhere. So I'm not too worried about anybody messing with it, but it's good to have stuff at least somewhat secure. And then I've got an app here, which a lot of you use. I think it's the Gia or Gaia. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's a real good app with a map, and I'll use that to navigate from where I'm at up to Porcupine Mountain that it's called, which is going to be maybe a quarter mile to a half a mile hike. And I didn't bring any hiking gear. I thought about it, but it's a short hike, and my leather boots that I've got, my adventure boots, flex a little bit, so I'm just going to hike in those. And I've got, because I've got an injured knee, I got hiking staffs to help out too. So let's go find Porcupine Mountain. Well, I decided to just go ahead and lock everything to the bike, including my little toolbox. So the helmet is locked to my rear brake, and I have this long bike lock here, which goes through my arm, one of the arms, and then also into my bag. I'm hiking on what appears to be an old roadbed. It looks like people have hiked up this, so hopefully it's in the right direction. I'm pretty sure it is. All right, I made it to the summit of Porcupine Mountain. It's as you can see, it's a treeless summit, although there are trees on the edge that are stop me from getting a view to the west. Let me go up here and explore a little bit, and then I will get the drone out and see what's around us. Well, this is the actual summit. Quite a view. I can see in the back, that's Pilot Rock behind me, and wow, it's just a 360 view on a beautiful day. I think Mount McLaughlin maybe is in the back of me somewhere, right there. And of course, nobody's here. Yeah, I like that. All right, I'm back to the moto. No one's messed with it. No one's been here as I thought. So how was that, riding a motorcycle and then doing a little bit of, hiking? It's something that I really want to do. That's, for me, this is adventure bike riding. You know, that's go on some road and go explore something, both on foot and by bike. So it was kind of a test today. I've got Forma leather adventure motorcycle boots, and they flex a bit, so that's what I hiked in, and my Climb motorcycle pants. Of course, I had the jacket and gloves and the helmet and all that stuff off, and it did fine. I did fine. 1 mile round trip is what I did. It's about 90 degrees out, I'd say 88 degrees. I'd do it again. I think you can do up to 2 or 3 miles. I think might be the limit on it, you know, for this type of gear. But it's great though. Now I tested it out. I know I can go on some nearby trips and adventures and go out and hike to find some waterfall or hike to find an old cabin, and I'm okay with the security of the bike and carrying some of my supplies on my back. So hopefully that works for you guys too. Let me know if you have a different way how you haul your gear when you hike and bike, or bike and hike. I'd like to hear your ideas on hiking and biking as well. Well, that was a nice day ride. I got to do a little bit of riding on dirt and on gravel and on pavement. Obviously, I've got some really great views. If my hike was longer than about a mile or more difficult, then I would need to change out of my motorcycle adventure gear and wear appropriate hiking clothing and hiking boots. That's impractical on a day ride, but I could do that on an overnight camping ride. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on one of my senior moments.